Hi everyone, I'm Annalisa. Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you this swipe that I did, and I absolutely love how it turned out. However, the worst part about it is that I was not careful with my consistencies. So, I cannot stress enough how important it is for you to make sure that all of your colors, the consistency is the same or extremely similar, because if they are not, it ends up squiggling at the end. And so you can kind of see as I'm pouring these colors that certain ones are thicker, certain ones are thinner, and that's really a big no-no. I was using up some paint that I already had mixed, and I really just didn't even think about it when I made this. And I wish I'd have thought it through, because it really did turn out great. A really awesome part about these swipes is that the more color you add, the better. And I definitely like having some kind of gold or a yellow at the bottom. I'm not sure why, it just always seems to come through really awesome, especially on a black pillow. And you can kind of especially see it with my my mixed up pink lemonade, that the consistency just wasn't there. So as you're swiping, make sure you keep it very level and steady. If you are dragging your paint, it's going to not disperse properly across the canvas. And if you are not pulling enough of it, if you're not getting it even enough on the other side, then you end up with all of it just in the middle. So yeah, I cannot stress enough, just make sure that it's very steady, and it takes a lot of practice and time to get these swipes down. I'm still working on them, and I've been trying so hard for so long. But I'm starting to get it just a little bit better now that I'm not shaking and heavy-handed when I'm pushing on my palette knife. It really needs, your palette knife just needs to glide across the canvas. It should just be extremely smooth. I really like these colors. When you swipe and you have a little area like that, that is okay, especially when it's on the outer side, because you can just take that and fill it in with paint and keep it in mind when you are spinning or tilting it, that you just want to try to get that corner off. And so I like to kind of spin it a little bit before I make the swirlies when it comes to these, just to kind of level it out a little bit. And as you can see, some of that side went off when I spun it. It just makes it so that you can actually see what you're working with. And with this particular swipe, I found that there were certain areas where I actually needed to go in and make cells. I know that sounds strange, but certain areas had big lumps where or not big ones, but had fairly good sized spots where there was no cells defined in there. And so you can see I'm in there trying to define something in there, and it will work if you're really careful about it. But I'm pretty sure with this, it really just ends up being best to try to swirl it and call it for that. Because once I made the little bitty lines, then it made it so that when I swirled, it just kind of all blended in. It wasn't as big of a deal, and it wasn't as noticeable. And you can make swirls starting at any point. I like to have them take off from other sections of swirls. If that makes any sense, like the edge of a swirl, I'll pull like a new line from that edge. Definitely make sure as you're doing this, you go through and you pop all your bubbles, because you do not want those little boogers to come through after you've worked so hard on these swipes. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.